in Santa Clara. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Right to the air is Daniels. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Daniels looking to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Here's Daniels. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Play action, now it's Daniels. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Daniels. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Off the play fake, Daniels. This to Laporta, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the season. Now Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing now is Daniels. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second down and 3. Purdy from the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels able to shake him off. Now he's flushed out right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to go down again. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 31 yards. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
49ers nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
79 Bronco, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go!
Purdy now to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check, hurt. Ready?
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Daniels looking to throw. Being chased out. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jaden Daniels, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They go play action here. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So here's a 3rd and 14. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
That's good. 4A.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. Out of the gun, Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Purdy looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Purdy. This is caught. And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Purdy from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
19 Tiger.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers 16.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Trap 60. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
18.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man right side is Rice.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Here's 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
To throw is Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Garendo.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Purdy.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
Purdy to throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here's 1st and goal.
Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Purdy to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.